This is the first part of a video showing the steps to make a 3-color poster using a linoleum block. The first thing that you're going to need is your design on a piece of paper, and you want to check that it's the same size and dimension as your printing block, so I can see that this is going to fit. Now I want to replace my white text with a font that's printed from a computer. So before the video I found a font that I wanted and I printed it out to be the same size as the block, and I'm going to replace that in my sketch. So I'm going to show you one way to do that. If I take my block, and before the video I also traced all of the font with a pencil so it's ready to go. I'm going to put my paper face down on the block and line it up so it's even with the top. And once I've got it in place, I want to hold it with one hand, and I'm actually going to use a spoon to burnish the graphite onto my block. So you could use the palm of your hand or something else that would work. But I want to make sure that I get all of it, otherwise I might have to erase and start over. Okay. So I can lift it up, and I see that I've got all of it. Now it is going to read backwards on here, and that's okay because once we start pulling prints from here, the text is going to read the right way. So everything on here is going to be reversed from your design. So the next thing that I need to do is transfer my image on top of this text. And I have a sketch here where I've traced my design on a clean sheet of paper without the color because I'm not going to need that. So now I want to line this up so I can get the whole design on the block the way that I have it in the sketchbook. Okay, so this seems straight, and I'm going to transfer that drawing the same way. You want to be extra careful that you don't slide your design around. And if I just pull up from the corner, I can see how much of it I've got on there. If you notice that you have missed a spot, it may be because you didn't trace it on there. And if that's the case, you can just draw it right on your block and just look at your design. So I have most of my design on here, and I'm ready to move on to my next step.